Productions. This is the Big Homie Dallas Takeover, Scene 1, Take 1.
Okay, we in the building. We got the man. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yo, you already know it's your boy Big Homie.CC. I'm here with the original hot boy. You know what's going on, my big bro. We tapped in. We back working.
So, bro, from the last time you hung out here with me, what you been having going on?
Man, well, first and foremost, the last time I was out here kicking it with you, I was having a ball. I ain't want to leave. Shout out my boy Real Life Joker. You feel me? Shout out my boy Real Life Fast. Shout out Rook. Shout out to all the guys. And yeah, man, shout out Brian Cooper in the building right now. Man, I've been having a lot of activity.
So, let me ask you something. What's been the most interesting activity you done had?
Okay. The most interesting activity I've had is adjusting to being famous, bro. Like, adjusting to being the person who's the celebrity now. At first, I was the person in front of the celebrity between them and the fans. So, like, you know, I would never let nobody get too close to me, like physically. I got my rules, arm's reach. I would never ever not have my hand on my weapon. So like, people want to take pictures. Little kids want to run up and hug. Like old ladies want to walk up and go, "You're such a blessed young man." It's like, yo, that's been a humbling experience for me.
Big homie, do you be trying to roll on them old women?
So look, man,
I'm listening.
The big homie, I like ladies that's more mature.
Okay.
But
I'm talking about when they ask you for a hug, do you try to get a slick roll? Like
No, I'm a gentleman at all times. You know how I operate.
I know,
man.
but I just wanted to make sure I ain't see you I thought you might have switched up.
No, can't do no switching.
You from Chicago, right?
Yeah, I'm from Chicago,
Okay,
for sure. Real Chatham, baby, for sure. South Side all the way, for sure. So yeah, that's been something I've been going through, and then I just did Michael Franzese. I did an interview with him about the wildfires and little things going on. You feel me? I've been having a lot of activity, bro. I'm blessed. No complaints.
Yeah, I was going to ask you a little bit more about your celebrity status, but...
Right, yeah, we can get into it.
But before just because you mentioned about the wildfires, let's go and touch on it, man. Let's just get your take on the wildfires itself as far as starting with the Palisades, just the initial lack of I don't know if I want to blame the winds, but go ahead, give me a take on the Palisades fire.
So like I always say, the only way to prepare for the future is to study history. We had the Great Chicago Fire. I believe that was like 1501, I believe. 1801. We got that's in the 1800s. 1871 was the Great Chicago Fire. At that time, that was the largest fire in the United States history. Then we had fires in New Jersey. We had fires, the Smokehouse Creek fire in Texas was 1 million acres. The Smokehouse Creek fire in Texas was 1 million acres. It took 3 days before they were able to get any firefighting tools in the air to work on it. So, that was very strange to me, not having no protocols for fire season, which comes every year. The fact that they took prisoners out of the jail, came out to fight the fires and were paying them $10, $15, $20 an hour, when behind the wall they getting paid pennies on the dollar, when they could have used that same manpower to clean the brush that starts the fires. So, if you look at what goes on in the Amazon rainforest, the indigenous people, as soon as they see humans that's not them, they immediately try to kill them. Simply because over there, these logging companies will show up, start a fire, and then now they've moved the indigenous population out without compensating them for that territory. So, I got a buddy of mine, his property was $8 million. The property burns to the ground. they offered a man $750,000 for the land. That within itself is a land grab to me, and it just looked like things is taking a dark turn. You know, being from the street, being from areas where people get over on each other. That's what it seems like to me.
When you see the firefighters where they go to prisons to ask, hey, we need them firefighters to come help us out, but they're only paying them like $10 to work. I mean, people are fighting like, hey, there's a lot of people asking for higher pay for these, inmates who are fighting these fires. What do you feel like they deserve, or what should be happening there?
So normally they getting 30 cents, 10 cents an hour. And we reached a level in our country where masculinity and being able to work and grind was getting washed away to the point where they had several firefighter schools that had nobody come sign up for the summer. You know, we seen a lady who was under the Rainbow Act come out and say, I'm not physically strong enough to carry a man out of a fire because this man got himself in a fire. You're a firefighter. This is what you're supposed to do. So, our country was going a little bit wayward. So the fact that they went to the prison system and compensated those guys money to come outside and risk their life and fight fires, none of them have life insurance, man. They die in the fire from smoke inhalation. Who's responsible for that? Cold, evil place we live in. You see what I'm saying? So this is even more information for the young guys. Don't go to prison, man. Because you can end up in prison, chilling. You down there in the kitchen getting your 10 cents, and here come the warden. You want to make $20 an hour today? Hell yeah, I do. Yeah, come on, go fight this fire. Never fought a fire a day in his life. Out there with the smoke inhalation. Now he done checked out. Mama called. Mama ain't heard from him in days. What's going on? Didn't have the cheese in a bad situation. He said, look, me and my homie went to go fight this fire. Nobody shook back. It's over with. 0. Dirty game.
You see Mel Gibson. He's basically speaking out on these fires. He thinks there's something bigger at play versus just random fires coming out. Now, mind you, Mel Gibson is he's the hierarchy of Hollywood celebrity.
Absolutely.
But it seems like they're even trying to, not saying shut him down, but they're trying to push his, like, hey, we're not trying to listen to what Mel Gibson's talking about. What do you feel? Is he trying to sell Passion of Christ too, or is he really on to something possibly?
Mel Gibson has reached the pinnacle, the highest height of Hollywood and stardom. And you can tell that he felt jaded when he left that business. I believe he had a hand in a movie called Sound of Freedom. And that's about child trafficking. Him and other people believe that there is some type of dark force that operates within Hollywood that actively partakes in child sacrifice. Now, Trump appointed him to be the liaison to Hollywood now, to try to clean up Hollywood. Like I say, I firmly believe that us as human beings have to be able to trust the words of our peers. Because in every court of law, circumstantial evidence and eyewitness testimony can place you at the scene of a murder and get you a life sentence. So if you're not trusting the words of your peers, human skepticism can turn into a virus. And that's what we're going through right now.